Hello, and welcome to today's video. My name is Jens, if you've never seen my channel before, and normally I am camping and cooking and doing all types of adventures out of this 4Runner right here. This is my 2004 Toyota 4Runner that I picked up about a year ago and have been doing all types of modifications to and taking on all types of adventures. Today's video is a little bit different because over the next few days, I myself, alone, in my own garage, am going to be doing a whole lot of upgrades and repairs to this thing. It is in dire need. This 4Runner is very special to me. This was the start of my channel. Done countless adventures out of this thing, and I'm really excited to upgrade it and get it to my dream 4Runner, if that makes sense. So I've really been looking forward to this. Here's a list I put together of everything we're doing to the car. I'll briefly go over everything we're doing to the car, and I'm also going to put it in chapters throughout the video. So if you're interested in watching one part more than the other, you can go ahead and skip to that. So we have CV axles, lower control arms, fixing my exhaust, my serpentine belt, upper control arms, new front struts and front springs, new rear shocks, potentially my tie rods, and then fixing a lot of my fenders that I've broken at this point. Here's a bunch of the parts that have already came in. I have a ton more on the way throughout the next few days. And since the project is so big, I figured we might as well start now with what we can and work our way through the list. I'm going to start with the most boring repair. New serpentine belt. This runs a lot of stuff underneath your hood, a lot of very important things, and mine has gone to crap. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that thing is toast. Makes a lot of weird sounds. Looks like it's about to break, so we're swapping it out. Shit. Ah. Here's the old one. I don't know if you can see what I was trying to show you, but focus camera. Pretty sure this one's been on my car since the day it came out of the factory, so it's about time we replace it. This new one is a lot thicker, a lot sturdier too, so goodbye old one. In with the new. Okay, so here's the system that the belt goes on, all your pulleys. I actually just realized that pulley has gone bad. Luckily, I have an extra because I just had to replace the other one recently. So I'm going to put that new pulley and the new belt on, and this thing should be running a lot smoother, honestly. So that's exciting. Alright, new one's in. Sweet. First install, easy, chill, quick, went smoothly, and the car is riding a whole lot smoother now. Checking the first thing off the list. Serpentine belt, done. Now we're going to move on to the rear of the vehicle. New springs, new shocks. So right now on the rear we have 4.5, not even, 4 inches. 4 freaking inches of lift, which is horrible. Our very first upgrade is going to be some springs. Some rear springs to be exact. Huge shout out to Bilstein. They are the ones that have sent me the majority of the parts going on in my car in this video, including the springs, the struts, and the shocks. The bread and butter of the lift kit. Thank you, Bilstein. I'm really excited to see how these are in the car. It should be an absolute game changer. Look at those. These are sweet. Also, I don't know if I'm butchering the name, if it's Bilstein or Bilstein. I'm going to call him Bilstein because it sounds cooler. I love new parts. This is awesome. It's like Christmas, but even better. This is a comically large jack. My brother used to work at a Sam's Club auto center, and they didn't need the jack anymore, so they just gave it to him. It's so big. And this side first. Also, I feel like I should probably say I am in no ways a mechanic at all. Sure, I've worked on my own car its whole life. I've worked on all the cars I've owned, motorcycles and whatnot, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm currently going to mechanic school though. It's called YouTube. I've learned everything I know from YouTube, pretty much. So please don't judge me in my working. Just know, too broke to bring it to a shop, so I'm doing it myself. big tire. There's our old spring that we're taking out. Here's my broken exhaust that we're taking out. And we will be replacing these shocks. Now, unfortunately, only one of the rear shocks is going to be here in time. There is a huge back order on these shocks. The other one's going to be here in like a month. But yeah, full transparency, I'm only installing one of my shocks right now in the rear. Still get the springs with the lift though. Holy crap, my exhaust is messed up. I think it's so bent. Okay, if I did everything right, this rear diff should drop now. Oh, I didn't like that sound. You're not at a great angle. There's no way I'm getting you out right now. I do need to remove that rear shock. I already loosened it so it'll be easy, but okay, now we'll lower that again. This time it should drop down. Now we're low enough that I can just take the old spring out and throw the new one in. Okay, I thought this was pretty cool. Here's a visual representation of my old springs and the new ones. You can see that big difference in the lift. So, goodbye old springs, hello new ones. Quick break from that. We need to cut my exhaust out now. It's getting in the way of everything and pissing me off. Yay. Goodbye exhaust. At least the part that snapped probably right after I got the car. That thing has been hanging on there doing no good. That's finally out of the way. Hopefully, oh my gosh. I have no gloves. Just like that, new spring is in. Ready to put this all back together on this side. All right, mess check. Tools just literally generate out of nowhere. We're about 2.5, 3 hours in. Things are going pretty smooth. All right, we just did a little fender trim here and here. That's gonna be it for tonight. See you guys in the morning. Zion just got here. Zion is my girlfriend if you've never seen my channel. And it's like 10:30, 11 p.m. right now, so calling that good for tonight. I'm well rested. I'm ready to work. Oh, that's awesome. So this is the one rear, what is this, a 51? This is a 5160, the one side that we have. Oh my gosh, those are so big. These are 6112s. Holy crap. Alright. Oh gosh, what was that for? Alright. Goodbye, old strut. I don't know why, but that spring was a lot harder to get in the other one. But as you can tell, it is in. My hands are getting dirty. So now we can put in our new shock. In with the new. Look how good those look. This is completely installed. You have your reservoir and then the actual shock. Holy, is it that high? Holy crap! No, something's got to be going on. Bro! Dude, body lift, body shit. That's so tall. This looks 50 times better than before. I measured before, we had 4 inches of clearance in the rear, and now we are at 7. No, now we're at like 7.5, 8. So we went up like 3 inches because those springs were a 2.25 inch lift, and I kept on my 1.25 inch spacer in the rear because I really want the rear tall. So rear's done. Holy crap. My car's so dirty. Alright. We got what we needed. I'm back from the gym. And I actually had the chance to drive the car to the gym because I have the rear all put back together. And oh my god. Even just the rear, which is a much smaller part to your suspension, I feel like. Even with that change, and even the fact that I only swapped out one side really besides the springs, it feels so much better. I didn't think those springs would make such a big difference. The car sits a lot higher. It feels way more stable and supported on the road. I couldn't be more happy with the suspension so far. And that's not even half of what we're doing in this video. So, now that I have all the tools I need, we're gonna get into the front of this car. This is really where it's gonna get really technical and really messy, and there's gonna be a ton of different parts. Literally everything is getting replaced. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go make some pizza or something. What kind of video is a Jen's video without any cooking or food? Before we do that, gonna get the front tires taken off and get a bunch of PB Blaster on there, which is like a rust removal or something that kind of just lubricates up your bolts. Makes it a lot easier to take them off. Old car like this, so I'm gonna get all those bolts soaked and make some food. So many bolts coming off there. Got it in my face. Oh, it's on my lip. Ew. Here's what I'm making for dinner. I've been on a pizza making craze this past week. It's just so fun and yummy. Can you blame a fella? Dinner. Really need to try to make some pizza camping. I kind of tried it before once. It didn't work very well in a pan. I need to get an actual pizza oven to bring. That would be awesome. Go camping for like a week and just cook pizza every day. That's really good. Also, the weather is insane. It's getting so nice out. I live in the desert, and right now it's 50 degrees out at night. Oh my gosh. Winter camping coming soon. I have never replaced an upper control arm. This will be interesting. Look at the shit that I have to do to get it off. I had to grab... Shit. I had to grab this exhaust pipe that I use to get more torque on things when I'm really stuck. But we got it. Good news. So it just pushes down on itself. That's pretty cool. I'm going to steer clear of this. And it did it. There you go. Are you recording? Yep. Alright, look at that, guys. Upper control arm is now held on by nothing, I think. There is our first upper control arm. And that mattered. That's my first upper control arm I have ever replaced. Well, I haven't replaced yet, but I've taken out. There's the old one. Next generation sealed ball joint. Maintenance free. If you know anything about upper control arms, you know that is a huge plus. Huge shout out to SPC for sending me these. I can't wait to see how they perform on the rig and all my future adventures. Grand reveal. Oh yeah, some sick stickers definitely going on the rig. And here you have them. So the reason that these SPC upper control arms compared to a lot of other companies out there are the best is because they are fully adjustable. So many different things on this to adjust it just the way your car needs in order to ride correctly, which you can most definitely not do with your stock upper control arms. And when you have big 35-inch tires like me, it's very important to be able to adjust your upper control arm in order to get everything just how it's supposed to ride. This new generation of SPC's control arms has a new axis bushing that just really helps ensure the life of these. It has a completely new ball joint design. Of course, my ball joint isn't even in. It's right there. That already comes sealed and maintenance free, which is, like I said, is super nice. Let's get them installed. How the hell do you do this? God, that's the worst angle ever. Get in. This is not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, I got anti-seize all over me. I've never used this stuff. Hopefully it's not bad for you. At least the upper control arm is installed, pretty much. Another awesome thing about this kit from SPC is that it includes these and the castle nut, I think is what this is called. So you just get to replace everything in one go. Woo! Upper control arm installed. Look how good that looks. So much better than the factory. Super sleek. I think it makes most sense to get both sides knocked out at the same time. I'll just show you when the other side is done. Update, I'm pissed. There's a bolt right here that runs all the way through my upper control arm, and unfortunately it is completely seized, meaning it's like welded itself together with rust and corrosion and whatnot. It is completely stuck, and I have been trying everything for the past 2 hours, including heating it up with a propane torch, hammering the hell out of it, prying, bending, no luck. So we have to go to the last resort, which is to cut the bolt out with a Sawzall. I already ordered a new part that's going to be here for 2 days, so that pushes everything back another day, which is great. It's okay though. Everything happens for a reason. We'll do what we can do to get this done so I can go to bed because it's almost midnight now. I've been working on this thing since like 10 a.m. This is day 3 of building my dream 4Runner. Tonight's gonna be a long night, so let's get right into it. Nice. She's out. There we go, people. I think. Now we can't install the new one until we get the new bolt. That's coming in tomorrow morning. I've never done a CV axle replacement before. This is also new to me, so we'll see how easy or hard it is. I cannot believe what just happened. I had a socket set up, yanking, torquing on it, and I literally broke my extender. This extender that went into my actual socket. I was yanking on it that hard and it still didn't come free, so we gotta keep trying. Dude, you can't make this up. I just broke another trying to wrench that off. This is ridiculous. I guess we can't use an extender. What do you know? I just broke a wrench now. 3 broken things in 5 minutes just to get these bolts off. This is my final hope. We have it on a bigger breaker bar now. There's no way I'm snapping this. No way. Dude, no way. Another broken thing. 4 things! Something, we got something. Come on. I'll film when it's done. I'm gonna pass out. We got it. That thing was so cross-threaded. Oh my gosh, I was making my own freaking threads into this thing. Goodbye, CV. Oh, what the hell? That's not supposed to happen, I don't think. Bro, you're toast. Something to catch up. Why are you leaking? You know what? At least the oil looks good, I think. Ew! There's so much greeblies in there. I don't know if I was supposed to touch that, but this is disgusting. The garage is starting to get messy. My hands are so disgustingly messy. But, you see the axle? This is pissing me off so bad. I could never be a mechanic. This shit sucks. My new CV axle is not sliding into place. I have no idea why. I've tried both. No success. I need to take a break. I know I just started like an hour ago tonight, but I need a break. I'm gonna freaking break my car. Put a hole in the wall. Hello. It's the next day, and we have great success. New upper control arms are in. The SPCs on this side are in. Axle shaft in and reveal. Ta-da! There we go, new lower control arms. And these are so much nicer than my horribly seized old junky. Okay, update. So now I'm having to cut through my lower control arms here, and then on this side, but my Sawzall ran out of battery, so it's charging, and while it's charging I figured I'd do something, take a break from all this hard stuff and do something easy like the fender work. This is super easy. Like you saw before, this was super loose, and I already fixed this side, but pretty much all you have to do is take out all these old plastic pieces and pop in new ones. This is the easiest thing ever. And then it just super satisfyingly pops back in. So we're solid. It's good. No more flying around on the freeway. Alright, it's been a few hours. I've just been working on some stuff. Let me show you. So on this side, I'm getting the CV axle in on this side now. I got the old one out, and that took forever to get out. For some reason, that one really stuck. But the problem is, with my new CV axle, when I was trying to put it on the other side, I hammered this nut too hard and messed up the threading. So now that's stuck. So I've been slowly chipping away at getting that off with an impact. I got the old strip taken apart and the spring off, and so I thought this was pretty cool. I want to show you. Look at the size difference between these. This is the Bilstein, I think it's a 5100, and this is the new one, the 6112. Just look at how much bigger it is. And then the springs, huge difference on the springs as well. These are the OEM Toyota 4Runner ones. I know that they're blue. I thought it'd be cool to paint them when I first did this a year ago. And it looked okay. But anyway, it should be able to hold up my bumper and front end a little bit better. So now I just have to assemble these and then put it on. So I just spent literally the past hour trying to get this spring compressed onto here. You squeeze it and compress it pretty much with this tool over here. But the problem is the tool goes into the underside of this. So there's not enough space pretty much. This thing is so thick and wide. I tried everything I could. I have to give up on that. It's not giving up, it's literally impossible. You have to have a big mechanics shop compressor, like a big machine, in order to compress those and make it work. So I'm gonna have to go hopefully tomorrow to a shop to get those set up so we can install them. So I'll just do everything that I can do for now, which is gonna be getting the stock lower control arms out and the new ones in tonight, and then tomorrow I guess we'll finish the build.
Hello world, this is day 784 of being stuck in Jenna's garage with no food or water and no way out. Help me.
Hello vlog, it's me, Jens. I'm not kidnapping Zion. No, she's lying. She came over to hang out. But I'm gonna finish up one thing before we hang out. We're gonna go watch a new Tron movie. Take a break from this shit. I've been working on this since the morning, and it's like 10 p.m. almost.
Liar.
But I'm gonna, what time? And it's 8 p.m. Still, it's been like a ridiculous amount of time working on this today. I'm tired, man. I'm gonna throw the new CV axle in on the other side because I got that strip bolt off, and call it there tonight. Dude, I've been freaking living in this garage for the past 3 days. Look at how messy it's gotten. I told myself I'd keep it clean. There's so much going on. New CV axle in. I'm not sure if you can really see that. All done, torqued, everything. The other side is ready for the new lower control arm to go in. I'm calling it quits here tonight. See you in the morning tomorrow to get the new shocks installed and lower control arms and be done. I guarantee we will actually be done tomorrow. This is day 4 of working on or building my dream 4Runner. Hopefully today's the last day. Everything is lined up to make this the last day, okay? I just barely got back from going to a Les Schwab to get my new suspension put together. Look at this. Looks like they did a great job. Because again, my little compressor could not put those on. Just finishing cutting up this lower control arm to get it out so that we can put all the new parts in. Look how good she looks. New strut is in. Just need to tighten it down now. So, on this side, all that's left to install is going to be our lower control arm from SuperPro. I also had SPC send me this kit for both sides. This is their hardware for the adjustments for the lower control arm. It's a lot nicer than the OEM. This is a must-have, I think, as well, if you're going to be changing some stuff out, because this will really help prevent any seizing in the future, so I shouldn't ever have to cut out my control arms again, because that's ridiculous. There's more adjustment with these to get your car perfect. And that's really not that expensive, so I definitely recommend upgrading to these. I officially declare this side to be done. D-O-N-E! Completely. Finally. After a lot of work, a lot of sweat, a lot of grime, a lot of dirt, a lot of idiot moments, and a lot of learning moments, we have finished one side. The other side, it's just the same thing, just piecing everything together. It's just been a lot of learning and understanding how things work. But let me show you. We have a new SuperPro lower control arm in. The Bilstein 6112s with their new spring, CV axle, no torn boot or nothing. Then SPC's new adjustable control arms, upper control arms. So excited to finish this. Let's get the other side done now. Ah, there we go. There we go. That one was a lot better than last time. My method worked. We are ready to put the last control arm in. Okay, so before I put this side in, I wanted to talk about it a little. Why I wanted to work with SuperPro for these lower control arms. What's really cool about these lower control arms, and the reason I went with these, and the reason you should go with them, is because... Hello, Editor Jens here. I'm currently editing this video, and for some reason the segment right after what you're seeing is completely gone. It's missing, where I overviewed the control arms. So I was going to hurry and tell you about them really quickly and why I chose to go with SuperPro and now that they've been on my car, why I absolutely love them. So SuperPro offers two versions of the control arms for your 4Runner, and the ones that I got are meant to be paired with a lift kit, which I'm obviously using. These specific control arms give you extra camber and caster adjustments, which is really nice for a lifted car. The bushings also obviously already come installed, and the ball joint comes pre-sealed and pre-greased, so you don't even have to do anything. They're ready to install as soon as you get them. But yeah, highly recommend these. These are built to be paired with a lift kit, so it's going to be a night and day difference compared to what I had on there. If you're looking to upgrade your lower control arms, SuperPro is having a massive Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale coming up here soon. This would be the best time to pick a pair up for yourself. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can find these. I'll also leave a link down in the description for everything else that's been in this video, of course. All the Bilstein parts, the SPC parts, these. Huge shout out to SuperPro for sending these. Thank you. I'm excited to really see how they do. And they're not much more expensive than the OEM ones. If you were to buy original replacement ones from Toyota themselves, these don't cost a whole lot more than those. In fact, they might be like pretty much the same price, but these are a lot nicer from what I've read upon. Dude, I love energy drinks. The caffeine fiend. We're done. That was a ridiculous amount of work to do all on my own. You can never be as prepared as you think you need to be. But I'm not getting a conclusion actually yet. We need to put the wheels on and get this thing, get the wheels back on, skid plates back on, back it out of here and go for a test drive. That was a long 4 days straight working on this thing. Besides the day that I rage quit, that day pissed me off. Wow. So, the last clip I filmed was like 2 days ago, right when I finished putting everything together on this. Yesterday, I had to go in and figure out how to manually adjust the wheels to get them at a decent enough angle to drive it to the alignment shop, which is what we're about to do right now to get this all aligned, so I can actually go test it out for reals and see how much of a difference we've made with everything that we've done over the past few days. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Everything looks so good in there. So good. So many new parts. So excited. New alignment, who dis? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. The car definitely feels a lot smoother than before, I'll tell you that. I still really can't give it an honest opinion until we get our alignment and everything dialed in. Oh my gosh. 2 hours later, and we're done. The car is officially complete, all the way done. My alignment is straight. I'm so excited to really test drive this. I'm really excited to actually test drive it now. That's exactly what we're gonna go do. I haven't had a straight wheel. I've never gotten an alignment on this thing since I've had it. Fun fact. But look at that, perfectly straight. Oh geez, what the hell? I felt like I was just rubbing. Yeah, after a little more testing on the driving, anytime I'm doing a right-hand drive going over 5 miles an hour, my tire is rubbing on, I think, my upper control arm really badly. So I'm driving back to the shop now to have them look at that because this is undrivable. After waiting another 2 hours at the shop, we figured out what's going on. Basically, the diff mounts they were showing me is bad. And so the car's fine to drive, but if I go any speed out right now, I'm gonna turn right. Oh yeah, you can just feel the car shaking. Oh, it's so bad. I don't know if you can hear it. Anyway, that's pretty frustrating and a little annoying. The guys were really nice, at least so, and happy to help me figure out what's going on. Weird that it just started happening as soon as I got an alignment done, but it makes sense now that the parts are where they're supposed to be. Hello. You're probably wondering why I'm in a new outfit, and that's because it's the next day. Oh, also, I just got back from the alignment shop. I was at the alignment shop and got the car fixed for real this time. So we're driving it back home, and it drives great. Okay, but anyway, pretty much what happened was my CV axle on the passenger side was being pulled and stretched too far out to the point that it couldn't even rotate the way it's supposed to, and it was hitting itself, and the geometry was just thrown off. And so all it took was them just adjusting one of my control arms literally by he was showing me on the paper half a degree, and that was enough to get it in a much better position where it now drives the way it's supposed to. Now I can finally drive the 4Runner. We can go test it, which I'm really excited to do. This thing already feels so much better, it's crazy. It feels like a new car. Officially testing out all the new upgrades. I'm stoked. So far it's driving way better than before. It feels so solid and planted. You know, before it was not solid and not planted. So it's a lot better already. I'm gonna see if I can get some cool shots of the car so you can see all the new components and how they're doing. there you have it. I think this is going to be the end of the video. What a journey. What an adventure. I know this wasn't my normal video style. If you actually watch this one, you're a G. Thank you. Maybe you guys enjoyed watching me work on my 4Runner. I really do not want to do anything like that in a long time because that is so much work. I had a good time. I learned a lot. It was a lot more work than I expected. That happens every single time I work on a car. I'm so excited to have this thing like dialed in and ready though for all the future adventures I'm gonna take it on. This video would not have been possible without all the help from all the awesome companies that sent me their products to put in this video and put on the 4Runner. So massive thank you to those guys. I will leave a link to all these parts. You can buy them for yourself. Check them out in the description of this video. All of these companies are going to be having a big Black Friday sale coming up if you're interested in any of the parts. I hope you enjoyed watching me work on and upgrade my 4Runner. I know working on your own car can be scary to some people, and it is sometimes, but it's like a big kid Lego set. If you have the right tools and the right mindset, you can pretty much get anything done, besides apparently an alignment. So, that being said, thank you for watching my video, and I will see you on the next one in the next adventure. Peace.